Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So, we're in May, and it's 2019, and we're rebuilding a previous vegetable planter that we had done. One of the boards that we had used on the bottom had a knot in it, and we did not use the normal locust that we use, and the thing was all planted, and unfortunately, we had a whole bunch of rain. It would just rain, and the knot being in the piece of wood on the board could not support the weight of it, and we had a big disaster. So we took the existing frame and beefed it up with more support, and this time we used locust and oak on it. Locust is our favorite wood for building different vegetable troughs and stuff out of. So this one here has more reinforcements, it has more support to it, and it's made out of a lot stronger wood than what we had used before. So the legs are 3x3, and they are made out of locust. And then the middle support here is a 2x3, and then the supports going along the edges are 2x2s. And we also fastened them this time with lag bolts. And we will be adding more lag bolts as soon as we get them. So there's going to be more lag bolts actually going into this. Now, when you're working with locust, pre-drill your holes if you use screws, which the bottom boards over there are held in with screws, and they're going to get more in them. So just pre-drill them out and then put the screws in, because locust is one of the hardest woods to try and drill anything into. And we've worked with it enough that we know to pre-drill it, and it's just something, if you're new to working with locust wood, just go ahead and pre-drill it and save yourself a headache. So you can see here, there's braces over on that side as well, and over here this will help hold the boards into place that are going to be going in here. So it's a lot sturdier and stronger than the previous one that was made.
Well, I don't know what
the boards are being put in, and the boards are made out of locust.
Yeah, you can see how.
They're gonna be tough right now because everything's different again.
So you got to kind of work with them to get them in. You want them tighter fitting so that your stuff doesn't fall out or slide.
And then when we put that in, that pulled that whole side in.
So we did also put extra posts in this time to help support the weight.
Okay, I'm 9.
And sometimes you will have to use a hammer to just kind of hammer your boards down into place or tap them into place. Now we're leaving space in between the boards for the water to drain out and to get some airflow in. Now we are going to probably have to cut one of the boards around or do something a little different for this extra support braces, or for the extra support post to be able to fit around. So we're marking the board here around the post so that it can get cut out, and we're cutting the knot out on it so we don't have an issue.
Okay.
So we got this cut out here, and it just got fitted in. And we rearranged some of the boards to use a larger board for that particular spot.
Okay.
So we're going to finish putting the boards in, and then I will come back and show it to you. Okay, so all the boards are now in place, and we left space for the water to run out, and that'll also help like with airflow and stuff for air to get in. Now we are going to be putting the silk fencing back in it again, and we're going to be refilling it with the soil that was previously in it. Most of the soil we were able to save, and we were able to save the plants. We got them dug out and got them put in different things, and they're just waiting now for this to be refilled so we can get it all planted back up again.
We can figure this.
So we're gonna have to in my wagon is a pocket knife. So
Can't cut it.
we're gonna have to redo a few things, being that these extra center posts are in now. So the silk fencing is being stapled in, and we're stapling it to the wood and to the posts to help hold it into place. And being that the silk fence was stapled in, it actually helped to hold the silk fencing in and help hold the plants in and save the ground for us.
Fine.
So this is all stapled in now, and if you do this, one of these slap staplers is what they call them.
It's a model HT50P.
It's a model HT50P.
Okay.
And what you do with it, it doesn't need electric, and you just take it and smack it in, and it puts the staple in for you. And Arrow manufactures that one. Now, because this wood is so hard, or you will have to hammer them in so that the staples go in and they stay in, because the wood is so hard. The wood is so hard that it just needs a little extra help to make sure that the staples sink in. So the silk fencing is all in. It's all stapled fast. We did staple it down the center again, and now it's just time to start refilling it with the soil again. The soil already had the plant food in it. We used 10-10-10 plant food. So when I planted the lettuce in, I used the EcoScraps 555 plant food, and I also mixed in some Epsom salt. And then when I put in the peppers and the eggplants, I used some of the Epsom tomato tone, and I also mixed in some Epsom salt, and I put in just a little bit of sulfur for the soil pH. Now I will show you how to test the soil pH. I had already done that on the other one, so I'll just include that in on this video here so you just have that info. So we're going to get this all filled up, and then we'll be back. So the soil that we used in this was about 50-50 of reused potting mix and compost, and this is just a little bit of the soil that came out of it. So I'm just gonna have to put it back in and remix it and put more plant food in it. So I brought the Rapatest pH meter out, and I'll have a link down in the description for one of these. And I'm testing the soil here for the pH to make sure that it's not too high and it's not too low. So we're running about 6.8 for the soil pH here. And I'm going to test another spot here. Whoops. And you want to kind of twist the probe in counterclockwise. Now, It's going to take it a little bit to register and read. It's jumping around a little bit because I'm holding it. So we're still between the 6 and 7 range, which is what most of our vegetables are calling for. So I'm going to test around some more in here to make sure that everything's okay. I'll probably put some of the plants that like a little bit more acidy soil over on this side over here. And this rapid testing comes with a paper, and it lists a bunch of different pHs for your soil. Now they don't have eggplant on here, but they do have like the peppers, which is 5.5 to 7.0. So I'll probably put the peppers like over in this area over here, and I'll put my eggplants over here as well. I am going to get a reading for what the eggplant should be. And then I am going to put in my lettuce and kale and spinach. So yeah, I'm going to finish testing this up, and then it's going to be time to plant it. So we'll be back. Okay, so we got the soil back in, and as a team effort, we got this all replanted here. And I got the eggplants are back in, and the peppers, and all the leafy greens are back in. So it's gonna get dark soon here in Pennsylvania, so we just had to get everything back in. And we did water it, so everything has its water. And I will be putting on videos for how I planted the peppers and the eggplants from the first planting, when this was first done. And but yeah, we got it all done and all back in. We didn't lose anything, which I'm really happy about that. So for the leafy greens, I have our bok choy, lettuce. We have our spinach and kale. Now, this was actually planted probably about 3 or 4 days ago. And the lettuce was actually, all the plants were already putting their roots out into the soil. So, when we put everything back in, we made sure we got everything watered really well. So as this continues to grow, I will come back with more videos and I will show it to you. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit the little notification button. I'll tell you when I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I will have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a nice day. Bye!